We hear a lot about changing our story, about shifting our consciousness, about operating from a different line of thinking and a different line of feeling than what's going on around us, and that this is how we change our lives and change our circumstances. But what does that actually mean when we get into the place of experiencing the exact opposite of what it is that we want? Whether that's feeling like you're stuck and you want to be doing things, whether you feel like you're separate from your relationships and your friendships and you don't want to feel like you're isolated and alone. Maybe you're struggling with finances and needing money to come in. How can you feel the opposite of what it is that you're actually experiencing so that you can experience what it is that you want? Well, if you want to know more about this, then I invite you to come along with me today, my friend, because we're going to dig into the soil of this kind of story that will transform your life together. Welcome to you. My name is D. Grant Smith. I am the growth farmer for personal development, and I believe that inside each and every one of us is a magical story full of love, blessings, and happiness. And it's a matter of us choosing what kind of story we are going to align ourselves with each and every day. I'm committed to aligning myself with the story of love, with the story of blessings, with the story of abundance, with the story of prosperity, and with the story of happiness. And if you are on board with your story being like this too, even if you're going through the exact opposite of that, then I invite you to come in to this experience with me. On this channel, I've got a wide variety of videos to help you transform your life from the inside out instead of the outside in. So much of our culture, so much of our programming and our teaching and our education systems are about trying to change the outside world so that we feel better. But that's not the way that it works. The way that it works is we change ourselves on the inside. And we do this by recognizing and becoming more aware of what kinds of stories we are not only telling ourselves, but we are operating from. Here's something that you might not already know. You, my friend, are magical. You are magically creating your life and your experience every single day. And you're doing this by your conscious thought patterns and your unconscious thought patterns. You're also doing this by the energy or feeling that you are operating in. So if you've been feeling insecure, fearful, worried, anxious, upset, mad, resentful, bitter, lost, stuck, frustrated, and you've tried everything in the world to get out of this kind of feeling, I totally understand. I've been where you are. And I've discovered over and over and over again, because divine love, aka God, will teach us the same lessons over and over and over again until we finally get them. But everything that we do to change our life experiences comes from the inside. And yes, it is a matter of changing the story in our minds, but it's also about connecting with our hearts and understanding that the real power of mental transformation actually exists in this super intelligent, super powerful core in the middle of our chests. Dr. Joe Dispenza talks about this a lot when he talks about mind-heart coherence. This is about bringing the mind into the heart. Now, if you've been here on this channel for any period of time, you know that I talk about cultivating our inner garden, the inner garden of the mind and heart. And it is a cohesion that we bring both our minds and our hearts onto the same plane and bridge this gap between the two of them. Because the mind is incredibly intelligent, but the mind is also trying to figure things out from a logical, rational standpoint. And so much of what it is that we create or manifest in our lives is not logical. It's not rational. And when we think about using our imagination to create or to bring about what it is that we want to experience, so many of us think that our imagination only exists in our mind. What if our imagination actually exists in our hearts as well? What if it's our entire body? And bringing our whole body together in unity, in unison, in cohesion, is where transformation takes place. So this is about more than trying to change your mindset or just rewriting a new story that you repeat to yourself over and over and over again to reprogram the subconscious mind. The subconscious mind actually operates through feelings way more than it does through repeating the same word data over and over again. This is something that I've been learning from studying neuroscience, as well as studying quantum physics, as well as studying spirituality, as well as even studying business. Over the weekend, I started rereading this great book by Simon Sinek. You've probably heard it. It's called Start With Why. And he talks about how every business is either trying to convince you to buy something based on products and services and benefits, or they are interested in selling you products and services. They're interested in aligning you with their mission, their why. And inside this book, Simon draws this beautiful picture of a series of circles. The very center of the circle is the why. And he takes that image, the why leads to the how, leads to the what on the outside, and looks at it from a mental standpoint, talking about our limbic system, talking about our neurotransmitters. And the very center of the mind, the part of us that actually controls 95% of our lives, the subconscious mind, doesn't operate and understand words. It understands feelings. This is why the heart is so important in our transformational experience. So if you're going through all kinds of situations or circumstances that you do not want, you can spend a lot of time and mental energy that will feel like doing an exhaustive workout just trying to change your mind with your thoughts. And sure, those things work. I've done that in my own life. The process took a whole lot longer and it was a lot more frustrating. How about this instead? How about going within and connecting with your heart in the silence and listening to the silence? Play the Simon and Garfunkel song, The Sound of Silence, if that helps you. But listening to the sound of silence, but connecting with your heart because your heart knows exactly what it is that you need. And it will give you all of the answers, all of the solutions, and all of the information that you need to transform your life. But you do have to practice patience and practice stillness. This is why Psalm 46 that says, "Be still and know that I am God," is so powerful, because that I am God is already inside of you. So instead of trying to figure everything out with your mind and trying to reprogram your subconscious mind through vast amounts of repetition and affirmations and meditation, which all of those things are important. I'm not trying to take away from them at all, but they're all tools to steer you back to your inner world, your heart, your soul. Connect with that. Surrender to that. Allow yourself to release everything that you've been holding on to that you don't want. And I'll open up your heart to let love and light and goodness and magic be revealed to you, pour into you, and overflow out of you. What do you think? If you resonate with this, I invite you to drop down in the comments and let me know. And give this video a thumbs up. It helps me be able to spread and share this light and this message and this magic with more and more people. And if you want my help in transforming your story and helping you unravel and reveal the magic that already exists inside of you, I have all kinds of resources available, including coaching, courses, and some magical stories that will transform your life. I've got links for all of that in the description below. I believe in you, my friend. Regardless of where you are right now, there's magic inside of you. There's power inside of you, and there's love inside of you, because love is who you are. I appreciate you. I love you, and I'll see you again very soon.